Welcome back. If you've made it here, it means you've already taken the hardest step. You've begun. In part 1, you rewrote your money story. You understood how identity shapes allocation. You built your first bulletproof portfolio. But now, it's time to evolve. Because wealth isn't built in one act. It's sustained through seasons, rebalanced with wisdom, and elevated with purpose. In this second half of the blueprint, we'll explore the real-world case studies that reveal what not to do, how middle-class traps keep smart people stuck, the science and soul of rebalancing passive income systems. You can start even with $100. And the final chapter, why wealth without purpose is just a shiny form of poverty. This isn't just a continuation. This is where the transformation deepens. So take a deep breath. Let's begin part 2. And build wealth that outlives you. Let me tell you a hard truth. Most people never become wealthy. Not because they don't earn enough. Not because they're not smart. But because they make avoidable mistakes again and again without even knowing it. They leak wealth. They chase returns. They ignore risk. They follow trends, not systems. In this chapter, I'm going to show you what goes wrong, how to see it, and most importantly, how to never let it happen to you. Let's start with 3 short stories. Case study number 1, the salary trap. An engineer in Mumbai earns 25 lakhs a year. Everyone thinks he's made it. He buys a 2 BHK on loan, puts all savings into fixed deposits. No stocks, no diversification. Then COVID hits. Job lost. EMI continues. Inflation eats cash. He had income, but no allocation. He had assets, but no liquidity. He followed what his parents told him. Real estate is safe. Bank FD is king. He didn't build a portfolio. He built a prison. Lesson. Income is fuel. Allocation is the engine. Without both, you go nowhere fast. Case study 2. The crypto hero who burned bright. A 28-year-old freelancer in the United States put 80% of his net worth into crypto in 2021. It worked for a while. His portfolio went up 10 times. He started tweeting threads, giving advice, even took a loan to buy more. Then 2022 came. The market crashed, Terra collapsed, exchanges froze. 80% of his money was gone. He had conviction, but no balance, no hedge, and no plan. Lesson: risk isn't the enemy. Unmanaged risk is. Your asymmetric bets should never outweigh your foundational pillars. Case study 3, the saver who never grew. A 55-year-old teacher in the United Kingdom saved diligently for 30 years. Every pound went into a savings account. No debt, no splurging, very disciplined. But here's what she missed. Her savings earned just 1.2% per year, while inflation averaged 3.1%. Her money lost purchasing power for 3 decades. She was not lazy. She was not careless. She was just misinformed. Lesson: playing it too safe is also a risk. Not investing is still a financial decision, and often a costly one. The 5 biggest mistakes that kill portfolios. Let's simplify everything into the 5 traps you must dodge. Number 1, over-concentration in one asset class. All real estate, all stocks, all crypto. One crash, and your wealth can be wiped out. Number 2, timing the market instead of time in the market. Panic selling at the bottom, waiting endlessly for the perfect dip. Wealth is built by staying invested. Number 3, neglecting liquidity. Being house rich but cash poor. Having all your money locked in fixed assets. Liquidity buys both survival and opportunity. Number 4, ignoring taxes and fees. Hidden mutual fund charges, frequent trading taxes. These small leaks turn into massive losses over decades. Number 5, following advice not meant for your life stage. A 20-year-old copying a retiree's portfolio. A working mom copying a crypto YouTuber. Your portfolio must fit your life, not someone else's. Now listen closely. The middle class doesn't fail from a lack of income. They fail from a lack of strategy, system, and long-term thinking. We're not building random success here. We're building financial architecture. And in the next chapter, we'll go deeper. How to evolve your asset allocation as life changes. How to rebalance with precision. And how to think like a family office, even if you're managing just $1,000. Now that you know what to do and what not to do, let's talk about how to grow, how to evolve, how to think generationally. Because the goal isn't just to build wealth, it's to sustain, optimize, and scale it through every stage of your life. Let's break this down into 3 phases. Phase 1, the builder stage, ages 20s to early 30s. You're in accumulation mode. Risk is your ally. Time is your superpower. At this stage, income is growing slowly. Expenses might be high. You can afford to be equity heavy. Suggested allocation: 10% cash, 50% equities, 10% bonds, 20% real assets, and 10% asymmetric bets. Automation is greater than perfection. Set up auto investments. Don't wait to learn everything. Learn by doing small, consistent actions. Key metric: net worth growth. The goal: build capital, take smart risks, and learn from failure cheaply. Phase 2, the stabilizer stage, ages 30s to 50s. You're now juggling family, career, maybe a mortgage or business. Risk tolerance narrows. You've seen a few market crashes. You've learned emotional discipline. Suggested allocation: 10 to 15% cash, 35 to 40% equities, 20% bonds, 20% real assets, and 5 to 10% asymmetric bets. Stability is sexy. At this stage, wealth is built by minimizing dumb mistakes and continuing consistent inputs. Key metric: consistent portfolio return with lower volatility. The goal: grow capital with resilience, protect the downside, and prepare for optionality. Phase 3, the legacy stage, 50s and beyond. Now, it's not about maximizing returns. It's about minimizing regret. You're protecting your decades of effort. You want predictable income, estate planning, and asset transfer to kids, causes, or communities. Suggested allocation: 15 to 20% cash, 25 to 30% equities, 25 to 30% bonds, 20% real assets, and 0 to 5% asymmetric bets. You're not just a wealth builder now, you're a steward. Key metric: income stability, tax efficiency, and peace of mind. The goal: wealth preservation and controlled distribution. We've talked about buckets. We've talked about balance. Now let's talk about motion, because here's a secret. Wealthy people don't just own assets. They own systems. Systems where money is constantly moving, growing, compounding, even while they sleep. This chapter is about building your personal financial ecosystem, one that works 24/7, across borders, across markets, and across life stages. You don't need millions to do this. You just need clarity. Let's go. Passive income isn't a myth, but it's often misunderstood. It's not do nothing and get rich. It's do the right thing once and get paid repeatedly. Let's look at some real passive income assets across budget ranges. Number 1, dividend-paying stocks and index funds. Budget, low to medium. Return 2 to 6% annually in cash, plus appreciation. Action. Choose ETFs like VOO, Nobel, or Indian blue-chip dividend funds. Automation. Reinvest dividends until you want income. Number 2. Rental real estate, or REITs. Budget. Medium to high, or fractional via REITs. Return 5 to 10% yield depending on geography. Action. Look for undervalued but cash-flowing properties, or REITs, like VNQ in the US, or Embassy REIT in India. Automation. Use property managers or REIT platforms. Number 3. Digital assets. Budget. Low to medium. Return. Variable, but scalable. Action. Buy a website, sell an ebook, license music, or build Notion templates. Automation. Use Gumroad, Amazon KDP, Ko-fi, or Etsy. Number 4. Bonds and annuities. Budget. Medium. Return. 3 to 7% predictable yield. Action. Ladder your bonds. Explore national savings schemes or municipal bonds. Automation. Monthly payout or auto rollover. Number 5. YouTube, course platforms, and royalties. Budget. Time, not money. Return. Exponential. Long tail. Action. Create once, earn forever. If the value is real. Automation. Use YouTube Studio, Thinkific, Kajabi, or Teachable. Passive income is built, not found. The more value you give the world, the more income flows while you sleep. Most people think it's either work hard forever or do nothing and live on passive income. But real wealth builders combine active income with passive allocation. Here's how. Your salary or business income can flow into monthly SIPs, into ETFs, building your equities bucket. Freelance work can flow into a real estate ladder. Consulting fees can buy dividend stocks, creating income streams. Side hustles can build Notion products, fueling your digital assets. Your active income becomes your seed capital. Your assets become your unpaid employees. Whatever your life vision is, you can build a portfolio that whispers, "I got you." Because that's what this entire blueprint was about. Giving you control, giving you strategy, giving you peace, and all without selling a course. In the final chapter, we tie it all together. How to build wealth with purpose. What to do after you're rich, and why the ultimate goal isn't money at all. You've learned how to earn. You've learned how to allocate. You've learned how to protect and scale. But now comes the question that most people never ask. What's all this for? Because if the only goal was to be rich, you'd stop here. But something tells me you want more. Not just money, but meaning. So let's talk about the end game. The one they don't discuss on finance podcasts or stock market forums. Step 1. Define enough. The trap of modern capitalism is this. More is the only metric of success. More followers, more digits, more status. But wealth without a definition of enough becomes an addiction. Write this down. I need X per month to live my ideal life. Not someone else's life, yours. That number becomes your freedom target. Once reached, the game changes. Your questions shift from, how do I get more, to, how can I make this sustainable? How can I help others win too? Step 2. Shift from accumulation to contribution. At some point, you'll realize the deepest wealth is not what you keep. It's what you circulate. Think of wealth as energy. Money you earn equals power. Money you grow equals security. Money you give equals legacy. Whether you mentor someone for free, sponsor a child's education, build a product that saves people time, or start a fund to support causes you care about, you are transferring impact, not just money. That's post-capitalist wealth. That's what the top 0.1% understand. Step 3. Design your legacy ecosystem. If your money vanished tomorrow, what would still remain? Your wealth legacy isn't a will. It's not just a trust fund. It's a system that protects your family, upholds your values, and extends your mission. You don't need to be a billionaire to have a well-documented financial plan for your kids. Charitable giving automation, ethical investment strategies, a story passed down with your portfolio. Money fades, systems survive. Final reflection. The real goal was never money. Let me be honest with you. I've met people with $100 million, still miserable, and people with $100,000, full of peace. It was never about the amount. It was always about the alignment. Alignment between your income and your values, your investments and your purpose, your wealth and your identity. When that clicks, you stop chasing. You start choosing. You live quietly, powerfully, freely. And that's the end game of wealth. Not retirement, not fame, not escape, but purpose, choice, and peace. So here we are. 9 chapters, dozens of insights, one goal: to give you what no course, or MBA, or influencer will. A complete human blueprint to build your own version of a rich life, without hype, without noise, without vanity, just value. Because that's what this channel stands for, and we've only just begun. Your journey starts now. Rewatch this video, bookmark this blueprint, share it with someone stuck in the survival loop, and most importantly, act on it. Subscribe, share, binge the playlist, because you deserve to be wealthy, not for ego, not for likes, but for freedom. I'll see you in the next video.